Hello, my stamping friends. It's Marilyn here at Stamping Creations with Marilyn, coming to you today to share some swap cards that I've recently received from the 2022-2023 annual Stampin' Up catalog. I joined this swap and there were 24 of us, so I have 23 cards here to show you, and I have them laid out in my catalog according to where the stamp set is. So hopefully that'll help you find that set if you're interested in making something similar. So I'm going to switch you down to my desktop and we can have a look at all these beautiful cards that I received. There's my desktop, and this is a great way if you're interested in getting some samples of cards is to do a swap with other demonstrators. And that's what I've done in this case. So this is the annual catalog, and I apologize for any glare that is on the screen for you, but I will be opening it here shortly, but it goes from May 2022 to April 2023. There are 184 pages of pure wonderfulness. I know that's probably not a word, but anyway, great stuff inside. So if you haven't got a catalog and you live in Canada and you would like one, don't have a demonstrator, let me know, and I would love to get one to you. I am able to send anywhere in Canada. So I would love to do that. And there's lots of detailed colored images. There's table of content, special things happening, kits that we have. Look at the colors. Beautiful, beautiful colors happening. And each year we have new in colors, they call them. And those are spectacular. Again, this year we have paper pumpkin. And here we are to the first card that I've got. So it is mainly from Tea Boutique, which is this suite. And what Stampin' Up has done recently is that if you use one number, one ID number, and price, you get everything that's listed here, everything that's shown on these two pages. And yes, it probably doesn't show up too well for you there, but trust me, there's lots of things. On this particular one, there is a bundle, which is stamp sets and dies. And looks like maybe you can't even see all of that. And there is 6x6 designer paper, and there is the cards on envelopes for that set. So here's a card that was sent to me by Hattie, and she's used some of the in colors, some of the glimmer paper for the in colors, and some dies to cut out detailed area around like that. So thank you so much, Hetty, not Hattie, Hetty. Thank you so much for that card. And this is one of the new colors. I'm thinking it is Orchid Oasis. So a great way to show off that set. So I'm not going to flip through page by page. I will flip through them, but I'm going to stop at each one where I've got some samples. The next one is the Bottled Happiness. And this one comes with a punch. So it is a bundle. So you get 10% off, but it's a punch rather than dies. So it punches out this particular bottle. And just as a word of note, in the new mini Christmas catalog that we have right now, going from July to December 2022, there is a stamp set detailed more to fall and Christmas that also has that bottle, so you can punch it out with it. So these are the cards I got from that. This one has the bottle punched out, and the two stamps that go together as long as you line them up the right way, and I think they are lined up pretty well there. This is the card I did, and I used the Stamparatus, which allows me to do that placement and test it a lot more than if I didn't use it. This is the Tahitian Tide and the Parakeet Party, so those are new in colors as well. And this one came from Brenda, and no, Sherry, wrong name. And she used the same thing. She used the same stamp set and just different colors and different designer paper just to do a layout on the card like that. So thank you, Sherry. So then my next ones that are in here, we go all the way over to this page. And this is done with the Simply Fabulous, this is Brenda, this particular stamp set on page 41. And quite often, your best bet if you're looking for ideas for doing something from the catalog or doing something with a set from the catalog is to look at the images in the catalog. There's so many great ideas there. But this one has designer paper, a couple layers. This one is embossed, dry embossed, and then some of the coordinating colors. And that's what Stampin' Up! Is noted for, is how the colors match the papers that we have. A couple pages over, we have Elephant Parade. Isn't cute, cute, cute for the little ones. I've seen quite a few baby cards made with this set. The images being kind of a pinkish color means that they have dies to cut them out. And that's what's happened here. Is this is Sheila has actually stamped and cut this out with a die, and then she's used a punch to do the greeting, a dry embossed folder here, another embossing type folder that just punches holes in the paper, not cut it right out like these do, and layered them all together. Beautiful card. So thank you so much. Then we have Abigail Rose, another suite, so a one number item again. Trying to get that so you can see it in the camera, but it has stamp set, dies, paper, ribbon, and ribbon that you can actually stamp on. And this one is from Michelle. She has done the stamping, the cutting out. She's got some of the paper back here, different designs of it. And this is a leaf, fern leaf embossing folder that we have. And here she has stamped right on the ribbon, as well as adding a couple pearls. So beautiful job there, Michelle. Thank you. And this one from Lorna. And same thing, she's used the same leaf embossing folder on these two pieces. Done a bit of probably blending brush, putting color on there. And this is a unique kind of card because it's made to stand up like this. So it's a easel card. And most of the time we don't see them standing that direction. So I really love the design that Lorna used in that one. So thank you, Lorna. Then we go over to Stepping Stones. So this is just a word stamp set. But Kathy has done some beautiful embossing here and used the words from that set. Vellum that has words on it, just punched out with a flower punch, a little tiny butterfly, and some foil paper on there just to show off the words on that one. So great set for that. Next we have a Washi Beauty, another suite. And this one has stamps with lots of dies that match, paper that is awesome. It's got so many possibilities for different kind of cards with layouts, and the pearls, iridescent pearls. So that's a new item. And again, these are colored, so you know that you're going to have dies that match the stamps. So Kathy L had sent this one. This is another die that's in that set that cuts out the trellis, I'm going to call it. And she's using some of the new colors there, the Parakeet Party and Tahitian Tide. Beautiful card. And if you can see, if I turn it just right, there's Winka Stella on that particular flower. So great card. Thanks, Kathy. And the other one is from Robin, and she has done a little more die cutting and shaping. You can see some of the flowers actually are curled, probably done with a bone folder or perhaps the paper piercing tool. Take your pick tool, it's now called. And it's a different fold. This piece is probably perhaps cut off of here and just turned. Designer paper, another die cutting back here, some pearls. Great use of different depth of color and images there, and some sponging around the outside, whether it's with the blending brush or the daubers. Great card there, Robin. Thank you. Then we're on to a wish, no, a fish and a wish. And this one by Sue, showing the different two-step almost stamping there that you can see is here. There is a punch that cuts out fish, and that's what she's done here with that. And this one also is a different layout. It will stand up, but it's just a different punfold, as we call them. So working our way through here, then we come to He's the Man, which is another suite. So one number gets you everything. There's a stamp set, there are dies, and there is paper that is just amazing, as well as these rustic metallic dots. The paper comes with 2 sheets of this that are die cuts that you can use anywhere you want. A lot of them are these things that are on here. Some of them do look similar to the stamps. And this one is from Lillian, and she has stamped and colored here and colored if you can see, colored the dots that she's put on the wheels. This is a die cut with it. She's paired it with a background stamp that we have that is tie-dyed and just angled her layers so it gives a real dimensional look. And then this stamp is done in the background. You can probably see the stamped with the same colors so that it shows up like that. Next we have the Brood for You, which is this set. And when we do these swaps, we're allowed to pick just whatever set we like. And there are some rules to do with the stamp swap. And this particular one only allows a maximum of 2 people per stamp set. So that's why some of them you only see 2, some you see 1, because other people haven't picked it. And this one is from Karina, and she has done this different design. So it's similar to that other one that we had, except it's got these pieces in shapes rather than just a plain card. So a birthday card great for someone, and you can add the bubbles to the beer kind of thing. So another great idea there. Thanks, Karina. And now we have vintage tools. So if you have a builder in your midst that you like to give cards to, a great idea. It's done with the dry embossing here, and this is by Linda. And she has colored a bit of, add a bit of color to the plain probably with blends, I would guess. And just a pop of color here with the crushed curry to make it really stand out. So thank you. Then we have sun prints. This particular suite we were allowed to get early, so lots of us do have it. And one of my favorite colors is blue, so therefore I certainly love the paper. I love the set because it is the distinctive stamps, which is shown here, and that means that it does the shading when you stamp it. So like in this particular one, that's all you have to do is just stamp it. You don't have to do shading to get that in it or anything else. And that one is by Shelley. She has done dry embossing with that leaf embossing folder on vellum. So it kind of turns it white, gives it a really neat effect. She's done stamping in different colors and die cut, because these have die cuts that cut them out. And the words are also from there, and there is a die that cuts that out. So thanks, Shelley. And here's another one. This one is from Karen. Same thing. It is distinctive, but she has done, you can't see, but I can feel it, that it has embossing on here. She's done the same die here, but she did another background layer and just split it in the center and then layered it so that it kind of coordinates with the background layers here. And that's the other color that's in that designer paper, along with the leaf embossing folder, and that's where it comes from. So great use. And some more vellum here. Isn't that pretty? Just blue on the vellum. And then there, so thank you, Karen. And I think my very last section, oh no, there's one more. is the Hues of Happiness. And this one is, again, a suite. You have beautiful paper that has dies that will cut out flowers from the paper. It has some embellishments. These what are they called? Glossy dots. And all of these, you can see that all of the images do have dies that will cut them out, and the script, beautiful, beautiful writing for all of the words there. So this particular card by Joanne is one that has the insert that comes out, so you can write on it and then just tuck it back in. Will definitely hold a gift card if you were so inclined to include. And then she has die cut, stamped and die cut these and added some of the glossy dots. Thanks, Joanne. And Cheryl also did one with that set. And this die is a background die that cuts out, and it cuts out some but not all. So it gives you a design like that where you can see the colors come through from the bottom. And then these are cut out of the designer paper and a vellum piece that she's tucked back in there. So that's great. Another beautiful set with lots and lots of ideas out there. And last but not least, we have Uniquely Artistic, which is another set that is distinctive. So there's quite a few of those, and I really like them because they help you with the coloring. So we have heat embossed white, and then some colors sponged on the back to go with the other colors that she's used. And a bit of ribbon, a darker green would match this, probably Evening Evergreen, and just a beautiful card. And you can see no words here, so the thank you, actually looks like thank you comes from here, so it is all on the same page. But beautiful choices there as well, Maureen. Thank you for that. And I believe this one opens this way, so it stands up like so. So hopefully that has helped you see a bit more about what's in the catalog and what can be done with those products. And like I said before, let me know if you're interested in a catalog, or if you'd like to place orders, or anything else to do with Stampin' Up. Just reach out, let me know, and I will certainly get back to you as soon as I can. Take care now.